too, and to all our televiewers, right? After Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's declaration of state of emergency in 7 cities, here's what's happening in some big cities of Japan today. Here in Tokyo, some food restaurants are still open, daycares and drugstores as well. There are still more than few people seen on trains. Schools are already closed, but nurseries are still open as of today. Parents who are staying at home are encouraged to have their kids at home with them as well until May 6th. In Osaka, most supermarkets and drug stores are still open. One of our correspondents there even saw a long line of people in front of a drugstore earlier. In Osaka, daycares are still open too. However, department stores closes earlier at 7 p.m. In other areas, some companies until yesterday, April 7th, worked from home 2 to 3 days a week. But today, after the state of emergency was declared, all regular employees were required to work from home until the end of April. Other employees, part-time and dispatch employees, were asked to observe social distancing by not allowing them to use public places such as meeting spaces and cafeterias. Alma?
All right. Aside from the state of emergency, Japan also unveiled a stimulus package that Prime Minister Abe described as among the world's biggest to soften the economic blow or impact of the coronavirus. Can you tell us more about this stimulus package of Japan?
Yes, Alma. Prime Minister Abe's cabinet will also finalize the stimulus package worth 108 trillion yen, or US dollar 990 billion, equal to 20% of Japan's economic output, to cushion the impact of the epidemic on the world's third largest economy. In the package, the government referred to the pandemic as the biggest crisis the global economy has faced since World War II. Abe said direct fiscal spending would amount to 39 trillion yen, or 7% of the economy, more than double the amount Japan spent following the 2008 collapse of Lehman Brothers. Japan will sell a record amount of additional bonds worth more than 18 trillion yen to fund the package, adding to its huge debt, which is twice the size of its economy. While the stimulus could ease the immediate damage from the pandemic, lawmakers are already calling for even bigger spending to prevent bankruptcies and job losses. Alma?
All right. What about food, Dennis? Your supply. Do you think you will have sufficient food supply during this state of emergency?
Well, Alma, Prime Minister Abe said that the government would not ask rail companies to reduce the number of trains in operation. As I said yesterday, the essential infrastructure like mail and utilities would still operate, as well as ATMs and banks. The Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, Paku Eto, are also asking shoppers to stay calm and not to panic.
All right.
Alma?
Thank you so much, Dennis, and keep the updates coming. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Alma. This is Dennis Lu reporting from Tokyo, Japan, and we live in interesting times.